In this video, I'm gonna share with you tips that you need to know before you do your makeup. So once you do it, it's gonna look flawless and it's gonna last all day. First and foremost, the outcome of your makeup starts with your base. So if you think about like an artist painting a portrait, you're gonna buy a blank canvas and start painting on that for like a nice smooth finish, right? And so you gotta think about that when it comes to your makeup. Like your face is your base. So that means skincare. Okay, so I don't care how you flip, twist, and turn it, baby, your skin plays a role into how your makeup is gonna look. Whether that be you have cystic acne, whether you have hormonal acne, whether you have baby bottom smooth skin, like no matter what, like your skin plays a role in how your makeup looks. So first, you want to know your skin. The bottom line as far as prepping your skin for makeup is to make sure your skin is clean. By clean, that doesn't mean no acne, flawless, whatever. Like, no, like clean means clean. So that means wash your face. And so I like to wash my face with the Underneath Skincare acne soap bar because that's like my acne treatment nowadays. So I use that to wash my face. Sometimes I'll just use Dove soap, but whatever face wash that you use that works for your skin, I would make sure I always wash my face first. And I don't mean just, you know, wiping it with a wet rag in the morning. I mean actually wash your skin and cleanse your skin. After I cleanse my skin, I like to tone my skin. So I'm gonna put the definition of toning the skin on the screen because I'm not a skincare guru and I don't know the tit for tat details of why you tone your skin, but toning your skin, LA Beautyologist told me to do it, so I be doing it. I will say over time, by using my Glow Recipe Pore Tight Toner, I do feel like my skin overall has looked a little bit more even and less porous. So I will say I do see the results of using a toner, but I'll put, like I said, the definition on the screen so you guys know what toning your face does. I do have the Ordinary toner. This toner is very potent. It may work for you, it may not, but I wanted to share a cheaper toner option versus my Glow Recipe one. After I tone my face, so we cleanse the skin, we tone the skin, then after that I like to go in and hydrate my skin. So this might be something like a serum, right? And this is an optional step as far as like prepping your skin for makeup, but as far as my skincare routine, like this is the next step that I do before I moisturize. I try to find a similar, I ain't gonna say the word that start with do and end with oop, but I use one of these two products. So the Glow Recipe has the niacinamide dewdrops, and I absolutely stand by this product. I'm gonna put the definition of niacinamide on the screen so I don't lie to y'all, but niacinamide is really good for your skincare routine. I found something similar. I was actually sent this in PR a while ago, and this is the Hyaluronic Glow Serum from Juvia's Skin. This is the product that I found most similar to the niacinamide glow dewdrops. There's maybe one more product that's very similar to this, and I would say that's the Reshae face primer that I've been using recently. But anyway, this is a higher end and this is a more affordable version of the serums that can help hydrate your skin. Next up, and kind of like your last step, is going to be to moisturize your skin. Moisturizing your skin is so important. Moisturizing your skin allows for a smoother makeup application because your skin is not dry up underneath. I do recommend finding a moisturizer that has SPF in it because you need to protect your skin when you go out the door anyway, and your face is like the main thing the sun be seeing. So you need to make sure that you know, protect the skin, sis. I have the Fenty Skin Hydra Visor. This is a moisturizer and SPF. This is the travel size. It is SPF 30, and I really like this moisturizer. It does have a fragrance in it, so if you're fragrance free, like this might not be the best option for you, but I love how it smells, and I love it works on my skin. The other two options is gonna be something that start with do and with oop, and that is these two bad boys right here. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard of Supergoop, and they have the Unseen sunscreen and this glow screen. It is SPF 40. So the Unseen sunscreen is like clear, it doesn't have any like tint to it. The glow screen has like a shimmer tint to it, and I'll show you that. Now Miss Elf, she has put in some work and has made something similar, and this is the Sun Touchable broad spectrum sunscreen. It is SPF 30, so it's not as high in SPF as the glow screen, but it is a sun protectant and makeup primer, so kind of like your moisturizing and priming qualities within this product. Again, it is more affordable than the Supergoop, but they both work very well. So next we're gonna talk about primer, and I know a lot of people, especially as beginners, wonder like, okay, do I need to use primer? Do I need to not? Like, even me in my beginner makeup series, we skipped primer because I was narrowing down how many products I needed to use, and at the time I didn't see the value in including primer when narrowing your makeup routine into 10 products. Primer is valuable, okay? Like Nikki tutorials say, not to prime is a crime. However, comma, I had to make 10 products work, so I had to prioritize. So first of all, primer serves as a barrier between your skin and your makeup. So it'll help put like a layer to prevent like your pores getting super caked up with makeup, foundation, and all that stuff. So it helps protect from clogging your pores. You should also use a primer that appeals to your skin's needs, right? So like if, again, I'll use painting a wall as an example. If you have a hole in your wall from a nail, like you're not just gonna paint over it and expect it to look smooth. You're gonna have to prime the wall, but the way you prime the wall is you're gonna have to put putty in the hole and close up that hole, right? So if you have like super porous skin, meaning like your pores kind of look, I guess, like an orange peel, kind of, I don't know, you might want like a pore filling primer or a pore blurring primer, because those products are gonna help smooth and blur out those pores. On the other end, if you have like super oily skin, like you might want to find a mattifying primer that's gonna matte in your natural oils before you apply your foundation. Conversely, on the other end, if you have dry skin, you're going to want to look for a hydrating primer, something that's going to add moisture to the skin and help you smoothly apply your makeup. So in regards to primer, I'm going to give you 3 options that I like. First and foremost, y'all already know that e.l.f. Cosmetics has, like, if you're a beginner, like e.l.f. probably has almost everything you need to dibble and dabble and start getting your toes wet in the makeup world. e.l.f. has countless primers. So 2 of the primers that I'm going to recommend to you today are from e.l.f. And so first we have the e.l.f. This is their matte oil control primer. This primer kind of reminds me of the Smashbox primer. It is very mattifying, very smooth on the skin, honey. And so if you have like that porous skin or oily skin, you want to try like a mattifying primer. The next e.l.f. primer that I would recommend for combination skin, so maybe you have kind of oily skin, kind of dry skin, or you have different things in different areas, the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. This is hands down like one of the best drugstore primers in my opinion. It is a start with Do and with Oop of the Milk Makeup primer, and it has like a sheen, but it dries down kind of tacky. And when you have a primer that dries down tacky, it allows for your makeup to stick to it very well, henceforth helping your makeup last all day. So a lot of times y'all be asking me, with me working in football, like, girl, how do you make your face last all day during a football game in the southern heat? Like, how do you do it? And it's because I prime my face and of how I set my face. Last but not least, I am sharing another primer that is more on the plumping side. Say you skip the serums and all those things like that, NYX has the Plump Right Back plumping serum and primer. So there are products out there that are serum and primer combinations. So if you want to knock 2 birds out with 1 stone, you can find a product like this. And speaking of NYX Cosmetics, they have a ton of great primers. So just go to like Ulta or your favorite drugstore or Walmart or whatever, and just peruse e.l.f. Cosmetics and NYX for their primers and see which one matches like the needs for your skin. All right, now that we got all of the products out the way, and I know this is a chatty video, but this is for the people who want to know why they doing what they doing, how to get that flawless face, all the things. So this is me teaching, right? Okay, so let's go back to the painting the wall scenario, right? Okay, so if you go to paint a wall, 9 times out of 10 you gonna buy a new paintbrush. If you do use an old paintbrush, there's gonna be 2 differences. If you're painting with an old paintbrush that might have like leftover paint in it, like when you're painting, like it might be more textured than if you used a brand new paintbrush. And the same goes with your makeup. So you want to use a clean brush. You want to use a clean brush to do your makeup. You don't want to use a brush that look like this. You want to use a clean brush over a dirty brush every time. And there's multiple reasons for that. If you use a dirty brush, 9 times out of 10 your foundation might look more streaky or more textured than it would if you were to use a clean brush. Another downside to using dirty brushes is that your brushes carry bacteria and it can lead to acne flare-ups or causing acne. If you're still using your brush from your freshman year of college and you done graduated maybe like 5 years ago, like it's time, 1, it's time for some new brushes. But 2, like, wash it. You haven't washed that thing not once and all the bristles are stuck together with foundation. It is first of all, I'ma tell you, throw that brush away. Cause if you ain't washed it in that long, it's gonna be hard to really get it clean. So that's why it's important for you to like try to clean your brushes more consistently. And I ain't gonna say I'm the best at doing it. I try to do mine at least once a month and once every 3 months, you know what I'm saying? But it should be more often than not, especially like your foundation brush, your brushes that you're using like all the time. So definitely make an effort to make sure you're using clean brushes. Wash your brushes when you can. If you wash them as you go, you won't be so like overwhelmed by trying to do them all at one time if you have a lot of brushes. So make sure you clean your brushes. Clean brushes are gonna make your face look, you know, more flawless and more clean. Lastly, because this video is not just about skin prep, it's about what you should do before you do your makeup, I'm gonna recommend to y'all to go ahead and pull out your products before you start your makeup. It's gonna speed up the process like so much. So if you already know like what you're gonna use, like sit down, when you sit down at your makeup table, go ahead and pull out your foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush, pull all of that out. So when it comes time for you to actually sit down and do your makeup, you can focus on just doing your makeup and all your products are already right there. If you don't have a lot of products, then you should be okay. But if you have a lot of products like me, like you waste more time sifting around your drawers looking for this, looking for that, or you might use a product that you actually don't want to use but it's just conveniently sitting there. So you want to make sure you go ahead and pull out your products and prep yourself before you start doing your makeup. So when it comes time to do your makeup, you could be creative, you could take your time, you could go fast, you could do whatever you need to do because you're prepared. Drop in the comment section below your favorite takeaway from this video, and if you think this video helped you a little bit, go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up, like this video, subscribe for more makeup tips, especially if you're a beginner. Like, I got you. Check out my beginner makeup series here on YouTube to help you get started in your makeup journey. I love you guys so very much, and y'all never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you, Tipple. Bye y'all. Reshae.